Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we'll be discussing about the history of operating system. We all know what is operating system. Operating system is nothing but a system software that manages computer hardware and software resources and also helps the programs to run smoothly. So in this video, we'll be discussing about when the concept of operating system was introduced. The concept of operating system was actually introduced in the year 1950s, that is 1956. But the concept of computer was introduced in the year 1940s. We all know that. That is the first generation of computers. Then how the computers used to work. In 1940s, there were no any operating systems. The inputs were given through the punch cards. In the image, you can see how manually the inputs were given. This is how the first generation computers looks like. It was arranged in a huge room. Whatever, we all have discussed basics of computers. Next, in 50s, the actual operating system was started. The first operating system was started as batch processing system. That was started by IBM in the year 1956, where it was named as General Motors Operating System. This operating system was developed for the mainframe computers. Those are nothing but the huge computers which handles the huge amount of data. This was the first generation of operating systems, not a computer. Then in the 1960s, the third generation of computers were using the multi-programming and time-sharing operating systems. What is this multi-programming? Multi-programming is nothing but at a single time, multiple programs were executed. This is what the multi-programming means. This was introduced by Bell Labs in 1969. In second generation computers, a single program used to run at a single time. But when it comes to the third generation of computers, multiple programs were running. And time sharing operating system. Time sharing is nothing but multiple users were using the computers simultaneously. So, coming to the next generation of computers, that is from 1970s. In 1970s, the operating systems were designed for the personal computers. Those are nothing but the microcomputers, which we all are using nowadays, like our laptops, computers. These all comes under the microcomputers, where it was developed by a Unix. And this operating system became popular among the academics and the business environment. Now coming to the next generation, that is 1980s. Where in 1980s, the operating system was designed in such a way that it supports the GUIs and a commercial operating system. What is this GUI? We all know GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. What is this graphical user interface? That is nothing but which provides you the cursors, which provides you the icons. You're not working through any commands and all. You are working through the icons, cursors, search bars. All these comes under the GUI concept. This was introduced by MS-DOS in the year 1981. And next it was introduced by or used by Apple company, that is 1984, and also used by Windows, that is Windows 1.0 in the year 1985. In 1990s, the modern operating systems were introduced, which were user-friendly, like Mac OS, like Windows 95, like Linux, updated versions of Linux. All these were introduced from 1990s. Now coming to the 2000s, that supports the mobile and cloud-based operating system. In 2000s, the mobile operating systems were developed, like Android, iOS, Windows XP were developed. Android was developed in the year 2008. iOS was developed in the 2007. This is about the 7th generation of computer. Now we'll come with the latest generation, that is from 2010 to present. The operating systems were designed which supports the AI and cloud integrated operating systems were designed. For example, Mac OS, Chrome OS is of Google, Android 13, iOS 17, Windows 10, 11, all these were introduced, and the concept of virtualization was introduced. Whenever the concept of cloud comes, it is based on the virtualization. This was all about the history of operating system. So in next video, we'll be discussing about the examples of operating systems. Thank you.